met me, those that live beyond the veil of darkness, where nightmares are born, sanity knows no bounds, gladness thrives on the suffering of the dead, rotting the soulless in the souls of the weak. We have taken refuge here among the mortals in hope of harvesting on the innocence. Tread lightly the search for the voices and stories of the departed, for in the shadows hides the evil that lurks within. As the light dies and slowly becomes night, the realm of the spirits rule the world. In the darkness of your mind hides your own inner demons, brings to life your deepest fears. Do you have what it takes to speak to the dead? Do you accept your own mortality? In the search for life after life, have you ever seen a ghost, spirit, or demon? Have the lights flickered and the room became as cold as death itself? Maybe you have, maybe it was your own subconscious preparing you for death. Constant some of what's left of your own existence in our search for the answers hidden behind the veil. Shed off the blinders and open your mind's eye. Listen to the story. We are they, we are incarnate,
And what is. Holy shit, way to start a show. What's going on, guys? Oh my god. Ooh, start off coughing. Not a good sign. Sorry about that. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. Don't know where that came from. But, yeah. Happy Tuesday. What a freaking day. Almost no show tonight. Today has been rough. Today's been real rough. Let me go ahead and get my Jameson out. I deserve this after today. This Jameson Ginger has had my name on it since about 10 this morning. Much better. Yeah, I spent all day doing forklift certifications. Ugh. Yeah. Definitely, you can see my hair's all frazzled because of the stress. Holy shit. 6 people I had to certify today. 6 people I had to get forklift certified. I mean, it's tough. You got to go through that freaking boring ass video that takes 3 hours and stop to do questions and stop to do review and give personal experiences, find out what people have done. It's like, give me a freaking break today. It's been gloomy. It's been cold and rainy and just bleak. So I guess that's kind of something that tied into it a little bit is the bleakness of the day. Just kind of it drags you down a little bit. What's up, Moose? How you doing? So yeah, that was my day. Is forklift certifications. It took 8 hours to do this, but got it done. I don't have to worry about the next group for about 2 years. So, oh, Jack saying hi to everybody. Yeah, last night we left off 35 minutes into section 3. I'm doing good. Just tired. Like I said, my voice is fried from talking all day. Almost, like I said, almost no show. But I decided after last night's show, we're just gonna load the video and. Oh, this fucking cat is not doing this. I'll be right back, guys. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, Jack's attacking my fucking green screen. I paid too much money for that goddamn cat to freaking destroy it. So yeah, he got shut out of the studio for the night. I'm not playing games with him tonight. Excuse me. That's real polite. I know he's glad to see me. Doesn't see me all day, but I get home and he's just wilder than shit. It's like I had steak tonight. Yeah, he always has steak when I have steak. He gets part of it. Uh, Gave him treats, gave him attention. But no, he wants to terrorize. But anyway, like I said, we left off 35 minutes into section 3. It's getting dark enough. I think we can just go ahead and put it into audio and see what we get. We get enough of the video for half a screen anyway. So let's get through this. Plain. We're not going to get much. Actually, we're going to get nothing. You can see the rest of the way through, there's nothing. All right, I'm not going to sit here and listen to silence with this. We can pretty much see, again, flatlined. Let's get to section 4. Part 3's finished. Part 5 I think is when we come in to investigate. So I'm looking up there and I see light on the screen. If that's the case, we will play the video. in its entirety. Then have to go through the audio just to be the same. But like I said, we are experienced enough. If the line is dead, we're just gonna get through it. It's one of those things. Shit happens. We've got 3 pieces of evidence off this GoPro. 2 orbs and 1 EVP. We're not terribly off. Considering the last GoPro we got, what, 15? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 13 on the last GoPro. Yeah, we did have a few. This, my guess, is a siren. Definitely a siren. And another siren. Maybe the same one. Who knows? Feels good to get home though after today. Like I said, it's been bleak the past 2 days here in Vegas. It started like Sunday. It's just drab and rainy and nasty. It's supposed to last the next 2 days too. Don't get me wrong, I like this kind of weather, but not to go to work. Like to get a nice fire started, crack the window, get a cold beer, and just sit back and enjoy the crackling of a fire. Rain and snow mix here today. Ouch. Oh, that makes it nasty. That makes it slicker than shit. And I think the news ought to make that a unit of measure for weather. That should be a universal term for any weather. Slicker than shit. Be careful outside. Why? Slicker than shit. And I think the reporters ought to be able to say that. Stay off the roads. Why? Slicker than shit. But that's just me. I don't know. Your friend got her car stuck in a snowbank. Ouch. And it looks like 4 is dead too. It needs better tires. Don't tell me she's one of those women who drives her tires down till they're bald and you can see the belts in them. Because I've met a few friends like that. Female friends who drive the tires till they're bald. You see the steel belts coming through. I can still drive. Sure. But that's just me. I guess I shouldn't make fun like that. There's probably some guys that do it too. This looks like there's people coming in. So what we're going to do, we're going to close that. We're going to minimize that. We're going to enhance this. I'm not sure, but that's what someone else said when they helped her get unstuck. Yep, down to bald tires. Hate to say it, but I called it. When's the last time you had new tires? When I bought the car? That was 12 years ago. Wow, we just came in to check it. She's good people though and hot. Well, shit. Is that it? Now, Moose, we can either watch the video or load the video and do the audio at the same time. What do you think? I've known a few girls that are great people, extremely hot, but when it comes upstairs, when it comes to. What the fuck was that? Bug. That's definitely a bug. You could see its wings. Yeah, we're gonna load it into Adobe for sure. A good bartender. Hey, she can make a killer Jack and Coke, but she make a killer Jack and Coke, but god damn, her tires are as bald as other areas. Terrible analogy, I know. Brent, what are you doing? Getting yourself into trouble? Uh huh. I am. And I joke about that. When I first started driving, when I was back in Missouri, I didn't take into account slick roads when it's raining. Gunned it at a stop sign. Hydroplane did a 360, and I was on the other side of the street, facing the opposite way as I was going. So yeah, I joke about it, and I've towed a lot of people out of it. So I say it lightheartedly. Moose, you're not lying. I always say in Vegas, everybody says people can't drive in the rain here. No, people can't drive when the sprinklers go off on the sidewalk. If somebody spits on the street, somebody's going to find a way to wreck in it in their car. That's how bad it is out here. People just don't care, and it's terrible. In Vegas, we have people from all over the world here 24/7. So you get people visiting from overseas, you got people from California, we got, and I hate saying it, all the Asian drivers. Uh, it's terrible. Kind of why I got one of the reasons I got away from towing. It had to have been us whistling. Yeah, I can hear a voice afterwards. Yeah, that was one of the other teams. Come on, give us something. Please give us something. Oh, I know. Literally flatlined. This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. I think this is going to be a dead file. I honestly think this is a dead file now. This is, I don't even know how long this one is. Okay, it's an hour. And the battery on the light, I think, has gone out now. We might have to just get back to audio. Actually, no, I said we were going to do all 3 nights of night 1 GoPro. All right, let's see if there's anything. You figure the GoPro with the Volta battery, we got over 7 hours of video. Get on it, right? So you're seeing this across the graph. There's literally flat line. Unless it's... Nope. It looks like we're starting GoPro 1 night 3 tonight. For sure we're starting night 3 tonight. Yeah, it's just traffic noise. That's weird. There's no talking before or after that. That's strange. That sounds like something being locked. I might have to count this. I think it was. Sounds like a no. But here's the thing. These doors are up on the second floor. You would hear somebody coming up the metal stairs. I don't hear anybody coming up the stairs. Yeah, the lights already died on the GoPro. Those lights on certain conditions only last about 5 or 6 hours. But still, if somebody was walking up, uh, no, the doors are closed. You'd hear the metal doors opening. You've got like 15 metal stairs you got to go up. You would hear somebody walking up the metal stairs, opening the metal door and walking in. You would hear that. We're not hearing the first two parts to this puzzle. We're not getting the stairs. Yeah, somebody would have a flashlight. So we're not hearing the we're not hearing the metal stairs. We're not hearing the metal door. All we're hearing is an old padlock. And all the way back through here, there's nothing. So it's not like we got something for sure. Yeah, we definitely got something. Let's get it saved. So yeah, thank God we got something out of this GoPro. First thing we've gotten since section 1, 10 minutes in. So we've been through, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over 5 hours of video and audio before we've gotten something. A lot better than the previous where it was like, what, 18 hours of audio before we got something? So that's the sound of the door I was listening for. Right there. And hear us walking in. This GoPro actually lasted the entire investigation, which was actually over 7 hours. Over 7 hours of video off a GoPro without it overheating, shutting down. So yeah, we did good. We're able to put no, I don't want to save it. We're going to exit out of this real quick so we can put that in there. Night 2 GoPro 1 and used. Night 3 GoPro 1. And this is in somewhere. Execution viewing. All right. Let me write this down the right way. So we're at 52 EVPs. This is where I'm anticipating evidence. So we'll see. We'll definitely see.
Does that look good to you? Perfect.
All right, this is Brent with the Condon Paranormal, Nevada State Prison, Night 3, Visit 4. This is GoPro facing the execution chamber from the poison room. Now, pause this real quick. There are apparitions that the docents of the prison have all seen inside this chamber. They don't know if it's Carol Edward Cole or if it's David Blackwell. Could be both. But right here where the crease in the wall is, right there is where they've seen one of the two, they think. So one of the reasons I did that this year is to get a different view of the chamber, more of an upper view looking out instead of looking this way. Different angle and see if yeah, we can get something. I'm hoping for the best on this. So if I remember right, nobody else comes in here at this point for about another hour and a half, if I remember right. So my dumbass, you could see right here the microphone and the brace off the GoPro. So yeah, we do have reflection from the GoPro. I should have realized that when I was setting it up. We just got to deal with a flashing red light for fucking 5, 6 hours. Oops. Of course, that's me in the background. You can see how my voice travels. Uh, where, this is a shadow from the sink. Uh, this is a shadow from the GoPro. I'll outline it real quick. This is an outline of the GoPro. Uh, from the sink. Yeah, it is. Can I? No, I can't. Control. I can't zoom it in too much. Yeah, I did originally at first too. Don't feel bad. There we go. I know this is kind of a weird spot because there's so many reflections. It was maybe a bad choice of positioning for a camera. Oops. Yeah, I'll know. I just got to position it differently so there's not so many shadows or reflections. It's not that bad. It really isn't. Only thing annoying is that red light just fucking flashing. You know, of all years, I was hoping I'd get an apparition this year. You know, fourth year, spirits know you. They think they'd finally be like, "Hey, I'm right here." Nope. But then again, I've gone to locations 20 times or more. Yeah, they never come out. Yeah, got to be at the right place at the right time. And being that we're not in there, would make you think they know we're not in there, so they could maybe move around without being noticed, unless they know what cameras are, especially GoPros, which I doubt because I don't think GoPros were out in '06. Yeah. Could you imagine one just jumping out in the execution chamber up to the window and going, "Hey," be like, "Wow." Hi. Right? And this is one where we're gonna have to do the audio on this too. Surprise. Marco Polo. Ollie Ollie Oxenfree. Yeah, if you're not paying attention, that neck of the sink does kind of look like the top of somebody's head. It's like, oh, shit. Every once in a while, like as I'm trying to, look through the screen, watch certain areas, and you'll pass it with your eyes, and you're like, oh, shit, it's the sink again. I've caught myself like 3 times. One of these days, I'll learn. I think I keep seeing something. No, I don't. Never mind. Never mind. Believe me, Moose, I've been begging for 4 years. But it's a museum piece. They will not let you. It's like, I asked Susan, it's like, Susan, strap me in that freaking bed, shut the door, and come back in an hour. And she's like, what? It's like, strap me in the freaking bed, put a GoPro watching me, a recorder in my hand, come back in an hour. She's like, Brent, you're crazy. I'm going, yeah, but who else would have the stones to do something like that? Strap me down like I'm going to be executed and leave. If you want to stand in the other room and watch to make sure I'm going to be okay, I'm not going to flip out, do it. But strap me in the bed and shut the door. We'll see what evidence I can get. And she's like, if I could allow you to do it, I would let you. Hands down, I would let you. But it's a museum piece, I can't. It's like, let me talk to the museum. I'll make a donation. You know, of all people know if I do it, it's not going to be destructive. I'll keep somebody watching me through the window where the GoPro's at. And then just, if something happens, get me out. And she's like, I can't do it. It's like, I'll go to the museum and talk to him. It's like, I'll go sit down and talk to him and be like, here's a $200 donation extra on top of my donation to investigate, to let me in to do this. And I guarantee if you make a large enough donation, they'll do it. They'd be a fool not to. Yeah, even most of my friends who've investigated who I've investigated the prison with, I tell them I want to do this, and they're just like, "What's wrong with you, Brent? What kind of? Think about the evidence you could get being strapped into a table where, like, this. I don't know if this is the actual table, but strapped down like 15 other people were executed by lethal injection." And be put in the same situation as them. It was the gas chamber. Then they converted it to lethal injection. The door got so old they were afraid the seal would leak the cyanide gas. So, and there was budget reasons and humanity reasons. They changed it over to the lethal injection from the gas chamber. And when that was a gas chamber, they didn't have one chair in there. They had two. They could literally execute two people at the same time. And they did. I think twice, actually. What's up, Windsor? Yeah, so they executed multiple people at the same time a couple of times. And they even did 3 people at once when they had the gallows. Think about that. You're being gassed next to somebody you committed your crimes with. That is some creepy shit. Yeah, I've read about the nitrogen gas. Uh, they also want to go back to the firing squad, which I'm 100% for. That's a hell of a lot cheaper. One bullet. That's all it takes. Yeah, I know. I think Utah and there's one other state that still allow the firing squad. I think. Somebody would have to look that up. Yeah, but that's truly hardcore. How do you want to go out? Firing squad? That's some stones right there. Yeah, nitrogen, don't you just go to sleep? You get hypoxia, slowly get happy, then die. No idea what's going on. You'd be well aware of what's going on. I just don't think you'd care if you were just like, hee hee, night night. They've been experimenting so ways. Just go back to the guillotine. Sever your head. There's no coming back. There's no surviving. A little bit more hardcore, but in my demented mind, there's only one way to stop people from doing all this. Bring back public executions. Probably get into some trouble for saying that, but once people witness that, they ain't gonna cause any problems. They ain't gonna cause no problems. Because they know they're gonna become a public spectacle. What's going on, Tundra? How you doing, bud? Long time no see. The pilots put their air mask on. You'll have to check. Yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard of stuff like that, but never really thought twice about it. Iron infusion. Oh, okay. Hope everything goes okay. Right up on that. Salt Lake City, a hearing is now set whether convicted murderer Ralph Menzies will be executed by firing squad this year. There's only been one firing squad in Nevada, and that was back in the 30s, I think. Andrei Zamerkovich. I've talked about that on stream before. The only one in Nevada to ever be executed by firing squad. And yeah, that takes stones. But you figure it's probably the least painful way to go. Or you'd think. Only thing you're going to feel is somebody slapping you in the chest, and that's it. They center mass. Center frickin' mass. Of high enough caliber, it's just going to collapse your chest anyway. So there's no chance of survival. Let me see if I can find that picture for you guys. Again, I know I've got it. There it is. That's Andrei Zamerkovich. Only one to be executed by firing squad in Nevada. They think your brain is dead. You're dead anyway. You're not going to know it. Oh yeah, that's courtesy of Gamebug, Gamebug TV. He made that for me for his channel. So we don't even have any possibilities yet. We don't even have any markers yet, and we're 27 minutes into this video and nothing to even write down yet. That's weird. Usually the most active area of the prison is right here. This and culinary are the most active areas, and we don't have shit to speak for. Eh, it happens. So we got one final EVP on section 5 of GoPro One Night 2. So which put us up to 52. We should have been more. That's all right, Tundra. Good luck at the doctor tomorrow. Thanks for being here for a few minutes. Always appreciate it, bud. Could you imagine just seeing, like, right now, just an indentation on the pillow? Like somebody's laying down to be executed? Or even a movement of the sheets would be, oh, oh shit. I would love to see that right now. The black square right here, that's the GoPro. Or are you talking right here? Right in the center? Yeah, which black square? Are you talking the black square in the center, right below the white box? Oh, that's the sensor. That's the sensor for the GoPro. Right there. Yeah, and that's a window. Yeah, that's a one-way window. Okay. Yeah, that's a one-way window. Unfortunately, it looks like. What's up, Sarah? How you doing tonight? Ah, tired as hell. Very, very tired. It's been a long, stressful day. But I'm doing good. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. waiting for a spirit to pop up and say hi. Yeah, that sounds about right. It'd be nice as opposed to as slow as it's been lately. Yeah, the change in the door was good. Uh, Freaky because there was no footsteps on either side of it. No footsteps on the stairs. Nobody opening the door. Just freaking an old style padlock locking. That was creepy. At least this is better than looking down across a. Hold on. We've heard that too many times before. Yes, it's the execution chamber. This is where they did lethal injection and the gas chamber before that. Valid question. Uh, at this point, I probably just finished setting up all the gear. Uh, I set up static GoPros all over. So this is one of the static GoPros. We're not even in there investigating yet. We're in the final stages of setting up gear. I don't think we did an EVP session over on this side though. It was only over in execution viewing and in last night's cells, which is to the back and left of where this camera is. But this, getting any kind of cell signal in the prison to do a live session is spotty at best. Uh, I'd like to be able to do it. I just don't think they'd allow it. I don't think I'd ever do a live Q&A. Just honestly, I'm trying to focus too much energy on the investigation to focus anything on watching a screen to see if people want to ask questions either. Shit, what's that? Nice little scratch I didn't notice. Oh well. Okay, nothing. Huh. These dang static cameras. And Moose, I'll be honest with you, man. Once you get into death row, into last night's cells, and in here, it's intimidating. It is very intimidating. You know, people say they'll do it until it's time to step in and do it. You know, it's as much as I've been in there and talked to the spirits, I don't think they'd hurt me. If you went in there on your first investigation and do it, they'd probably roll you. I have no doubt they'd probably attack the shit out of you. Uh, Nevada State Prison is a place where you have to get the spirit's trust before they really start communicating. My first investigation was wild. It was negative and positive. My next three, no negativity whatsoever. But yeah, I guess it's just like any other investigation. You got to get the spirit's trust. Uh, but never a prison. Prisons are different. I've done hotels, I've done museums, I've done brothels, I've done cemeteries, graveyards. I've done a lot. And it's prisons break the mold. You go in there to investigate, the spirits are going to treat you like the new fish the first time you're there. They're gonna fuck with you, especially in Nevada State Prison. They're gonna fuck with you a little bit. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Wow. But yeah, it's this year. This year is going to be tough. I can tell already. But I'm going to have fun with it. Then we're going to gauge what I get this year to whether I go back a 6 year, or whether I go back for 3 nights or just two. If I don't get a lot this year, if I don't feel a lot next year, the following year, it'll just be 2 nights. Eastern State is no joke, I've heard. I want to do Missouri State. I want to do, God, what's that? Brushwood. Yeah, there's some I want to do, but it's finding places that don't cost an arm and a leg, and let you do multiple nights for not a lot of money. I mean, like I said, NSP, $125 a night. Then you got your hotel, your rent a car, your flight. Like I said, for 3 nights, 1,200 minimum. You're talking food, flight, car, investigation, everything. 1,200 once a year. That's a lot of money. But it's worth it. To go back to a place where the spirits remember you is fun. All right, guys, where are we at on this video? We're 43 minutes. All right, guys. This is where I'm going to call it for tonight. We finished up GoPro 1, Night 2 in the original culinary. We finished that, thank God. We had 2 orbs, or 1 orb, 1 EVP. I've done a lot of residential and site locations. That's the majority of my investigations, Sarah, is residentials. I've done close to 1,000 investigations, probably 700 of which were residential or in that area. I used to hate going to candy shop investigations. Candy shops being the known haunted places. I preferred going to places nobody had ever been, residentials, just because you're the first person to go in there and have a crack at it. Residentials, I adored them. I made a lot of friends. I made a lot of connections. I still talk to most of the people today. But yeah, I preferred residentials. I love them. If I can get a good team back together and a dedicated team and a reliable team, yeah, I'll go back to residentials all day long. But anyways, guys, I truly thank you for being here tonight. Sarah, Moose, Windsor, Tundra, if you're still around, and anybody else lurking in the shadows, thank you so much for tuning in for about an hour and a half. We'll get back to the video tomorrow night and see if we can get some EVPs. Probably not going to start an execution until we get in there to investigate. We might just be staring at nothing for another hour at least. But we will pick that up tomorrow night. Guys, have a great night. God bless, and I'll see y'all later. Thanks again.